Today we wanted to talk about how to generate leads as a successful real estate agent in your local market.
Now this is just going to be an overview. We're actually planning on multiple classes on lead generation ideas. So I'm very excited about all these videos that are coming up, because if you are new to the business or you're looking to sharpening your skills, or we need to relook at our skills, breaking down processes is simple. And having actual sense is going to make all the difference in the world. So we're going to talk about the roadmap today. We're going to talk about how we can tailor it for real estate agents so we can really kind of knock it out of the park in the future.
Exactly.
So the first one is financial goals.
Exactly. Therefore, definitely, first thing that even Napoleon Hill said, think and grow rich. First, you need to have that goals, no? And here we were talking about financial goals. And you should be very clear about the goals that you have. If you want to, for example, target a 6 figures, let's say $100,000 from real estate, you need to break it into smaller, manageable pieces. And if your average commission is 2.5% or $5,000 per deal, therefore you need at base of that 100,000 and 5,000 in average for commission, you need 20 deals a year, which translate almost a little bit lower than 2 deals a month. No?
Now, on the other side, if you are working in homes that are 300,000, you're going to get a 3% commission. This is going to be $9,000, which means 11 to get to the 100,000.
Exactly. Therefore, this is what we need to think about, that what is the average is, what is the median is, and have the expectation that in average how many deals you need to close per day, after that per month. And after that, now we wanted to talk about what
visualization.
Okay.
So visualization isn't just something that they pie in the sky, YouTube videos, meditation videos. It's not just for athletes saying I'm going to win the game. It is for real estate agents too. We have to make sure that we can see ourselves closing the deal. So you want to see the clients are getting to that closing table, they're signing the paperwork, they're getting their dream home, and you are getting your commission check at the end of the day. It's allowed for you to get that commission check. It's not dirty, it's your prey, what you deserve. So we have to visualize what you deserve, how you've helped somebody, how you stay focused on that goal, give you a sense of accomplishment that you really went out there and made it happen when nobody else did. So you want to make sure that you're building confidence in yourself. You really are excited and you can handle anything that's thrown your way, whether you're prospecting, handling an objection, anything like that.
Exactly. By the way, visualization is a 4-step sign in Napoleon Hill Road to Map to Success after goal, desire, and taking initiative.
The next things we're going to talk about is going to be tracking and more after our introduction. So let's hit it. Now with tracking leads and progress, tracking is going to be something there. We use KV Core. It could be an Excel sheet, as simple as an Excel sheet, but you have to be able to track all your clients and you want to stay current with them. So you want to make sure you are noticing if you had 50 leads come from a specific source and 5 of them converted, that's actually pretty good odds. So you want to see how they adjusted, how you converted those 5, and maybe you can get even more of them by following your own strategy.
Exactly. Therefore, really here we are talking about efficiency. As my wife said, the conversion, anything between 5 to 10% is a good thing. The next thing that we wanted to talk about, importance of well-being. What is that?
Making sure you are taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, so you can stay productive and you can handle the stress, or you can handle when something like you fall and you at the filming of this video, like my ankle, I'm wearing a brace at the filming of this video because I fell. So you want to make sure that you can handle everything that happens with this job, and you want to be able to make sure you are physically strong, make sure you meditate to stay mentally healthy. Whatever hobbies you have to keep them.
Exactly. Therefore, at time of this video also we joined 5 a.m. club, that it makes sense, because you wanted to put all these things in your schedule, stay longer, you know, live longer to actually accomplish all of your goals. The next thing, as so very important, is time blocking for the lead generation. Therefore, this is so crucial, setting aside a time each day without distraction, guys. I know what you're coming from. Sometimes I struggle with this. You need to be so focused and put that lead generation first in your schedule, because there are lots of little things come, this appointment, this email from the lender, this email from the client, but you need to clear all your schedule, make sure that you do prospecting, and then put your task in that 1 hour that you're prospecting. No distraction, no checking email, no checking the social media, and
no calling back to the client,
no calling back to your lender. Just focus on what you're doing and try to connect. And don't forget to write in notes, please. When you're talking, make sure what they are telling you, that each time when you wanted to talk, you know what it is, and based of that you can move to the next basically things that you can help them.
The next thing I want to say is staying consistent. Be consistent, reach out daily to those leads. If you get 5 to 10 leads every single day, you have to be able to reach out to them. I have to add them to the KV Core, and then we have to call them. We're going to find out, how did you get them? Where did they come from? Track all of that so you can see the touch points that you're going to reach for them. And you should have different little systems in place to make sure you are staying consistent. But when you add them to there, you have to start calling.
Yeah, and when we say KV Core, if you're not in the eXp Realty, KV Core is our CRM, contact relationship management. And that's where we're using to actually facilitate all this contact information, and we can prospect them. The next thing is about learning from rejection and missed opportunity. This is a part that I love it, because there are so many places when we become a real estate agent, because I myself, I was not a salesperson and I was a teacher. Therefore, for me, it was a really big shift to put myself in front of people and then even accept those rejection. People hang up on you or say something not nice to you when you're calling people. Therefore, really is this rejection should be part of the natural, should be part of the motivation that said, okay, this happened, the next one is my deal and I'm gonna help them, and I am the best real estate agent for them. I wanted to help them to get their homes or sell their house with the best price.
And if it doesn't work, we really have to look into the details of why the deal didn't go through. Was the client not fully qualified? Did you wait too long to follow up with them and somebody else scooped them up? Understand who you are. It's okay to fail, by the way. We are not going to beat ourselves up for this. It is okay that you messed up, because another deal is coming along. What we can do is learn from our mistakes. I think so many people get lost in like, oh, I failed, and they give up. So don't do that. We're not giving up. I'm just saying we need to understand what happened so we can fix ourselves moving forward. And maybe I didn't ask the right questions and they weren't qualified. Maybe I can learn the better questions to ask up front so I know that the next person is financially ready, or perhaps just timing wasn't right for this person. So learning how to assess is going to help you in your business growing.
Exactly. Therefore, assessing really comes from the motivation of that person, buyer or seller. And at the same time, we need to also make sure the way that we communication is super important. You all understand that how much is important is in your relationship, that communication. And then constant communication helps you, puts you in a better position to prevent some of the failure that might happen if you don't pay attention. No?
Right, I'm so excited that we're going to start talking a lot about lead generation in this little grouping of series that we're doing. But really, just a review, we're going to make sure that before we even get into lead generation, we are setting clear goals, financial goals for ourselves. Maybe it's $1 million. Go for it. Go for $10 million. Go for it, but have a goal. Visualize your success that you can achieve this goal. Track your leads. Focus on your well-being. Time blocking is key. Staying consistent is key. And we have to learn not beat ourselves up when we get rejected. And if you can do all of these things, you are on your way to that success that you decided for yourself is going to be.
And Napoleon says always go extra mile. Therefore, if you can go extra mile to help people, that's also one of the keys to success. And wish you have a wonderful day. And also my wife and I preparing this master course,
yes.
Especially her, that working tremendous amount of time to make sure that this is going to release soon. And